Okay, so welcome back again. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how you can do a customer service assistant API using the assistant API, but then we are going to use the retrieval tool. Okay, so this is going to be like a customer assistant chatbot. Okay, so let's get right in. I'm going to create a new file called GPT customer assistant -yt. Okay, so I'm going to do some few imports, which you are already familiar. So these are the imports: load.env, OpenAI, and then load_.env. Okay, so I'm going to create a class, and this class is going to use the GPT-4 1106 preview. So this is the class, assistant manager again, and this is going to take a string as usual, and this is also a string type as usual. And yeah, so that is that. I'm going to create few methods, but then I'm going to just paste in the code and then explain. Okay, so I'm going to paste in create file. This is a function to create a file, and then the purpose is what? Assistant. Okay, so once you say client.files.create, this create function has two purposes. The first one is fine-tune. If you want to fine-tune GPT, and also if you want to use the assistant API. So that's why the purpose is defined here as assistant. And then we open that file, and then we create an object out of it, and then assign it to file ID. Okay, so basically that is what it's doing. So apart from that, everything else should be familiar to us because we have done that in the previous videos. Okay, so let me format this. Let me remove it and paste again. I'm gonna paste this. Yeah, so apart from this function, which is very new, the rest: create assistant, create thread, add message to thread, run assistant, wait for completion, and then process message. You're already familiar because you watched the other two previous videos. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do here is to create the main function. The main function I'm going to paste in so that we don't waste time. Okay, so this part also you are familiar from the previous videos. So we are going to start creating a file. Okay, so which is the first process? So the first process is to create a file, and then we pass in the name of the file, which is bank_dataset.json. So if I open the file, you see the file is just a JSON, and it has two key value pairs in there, request and response one. So the request is, I tried to make a transfer, but it failed. And then the customer service said what? Thank you for choosing Bank of America for your financial needs. I am sorry to hear that your transfer failed, blah, 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 blah. So this is a customer service by Bank of America. So we are like building a chatbot for Bank of America. Okay, so the next thing is to create an assistant. We create the assistant. So what the assistant is doing here is, let me do this. Okay, it's saying customer service assistant. You are a customer service assistant from Bank of America. Please reply to customer requests using polite and respectful language. Okay, and then the tool type is what? Retrieval. So the third process for us is to say process 3 is to use the manager to create a thread. So we are going to create a thread. And then the process 4 is where we want to add a message to the thread. Okay, so as you can see, it adds message to the thread, the user, and then let me pick the first question. Okay, I tried to make a transfer, but it failed. So that is what we are going to query our chatbot. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do is we want to run the assistant. Okay, so we're going to paste in. So this time around, that is it. Please address the user as Theophilus Yame. And then lastly, we're going to say manager dot wait for completion. And then once we are done, we call our main function here, and then we run the bot. Okay, so I think everything looks good. Nothing complicated here. So it's going to upload this JSON file into memory and then use that based on the query we give it. So I'm going to run this. So the message is what? I tried to make a transfer, but it failed. Let's see if it's going to retrieve the response for us. Okay, so the tool type here is what? Retrieval. Okay, it's waiting for the assistant to complete. Okay, it's done. So I tried to make a transfer, but it failed. You see, it say, I am sorry to hear that you encountered issues with the transfer. To assist you better, you could please provide more specific details for the assistant. Blah, 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 blah. And then it went on. And they say, if there are any other document or screenshot regarding the failed transfer that you can share, that might also help me understand the issue better. Okay, blah, blah, blah. So we can even go inside this file again. Okay, just let me even query it and say, I lost, let's say, I lost my ATM card. Okay. So let's just run that and see what the response is going to be like. So this is a chatbot that is very helpful. You can integrate this into your application. You see, it said, I lost my ATM card. You see, it gave me some process to follow. You say, I'm sorry to hear that you've lost your ATM card. Theophilus, you see, it recognized the user. The first thing you could do is report the lost card to your bank as soon as possible to prevent any fraudulent transactions. Okay, and then I say here are the general steps you should take. Contact your bank immediately to report the lost card. Follow your bank's instruction for reporting a lost or stolen card, blah, blah, blah. Request the bank to freeze or cancel your card to prevent unauthorized use. monitor your bank account for any unusual activity. If you have any setup, any recurring payment using your ATM card, make sure to update this. Once the card is canceled, ask the bank about the process for getting a replacement. You see, so this is your chatbot. It's very, very nice and useful. So this is the end of this tutorial. If you like, please share and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.